Oh, it's live. Oh, okay. One, two, three, four. Yeah, okay. Well, they want to. Yeah, that's it. Mike's live. Oh dear. That's not gone live on Twitch though, has it? Okay, yeah, that's working. Ah, good, that's working. Lovely. Right. Audio's off, that's fine. Right. This should be continuing on where we left off before. Right, so our mission here is a wolf pack to break out within the next few days. Right, so we got to look out, be on the lookout. Let's have a look at our status. What have we got here? "16 torpedoes, 4 anti-ships." Okay. "237. Okay, slow 1/3.
Ahead, 1/3. Helm, aye.
237, so on my left. Reload my tubes.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 1, bearing 237.
Right, let's find out what sort of sub this is. There it is. That's it.
Con sonar Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
So, right, we're going to move to we don't break the wire, and then what we're going to do is we're going to...
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Got a problem with tube 3. This isn't working right. This is not working right. Because I now can't...
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
I can't select my weapons. Yeah, I got a problem. I can't select my weapon, which is a bit of a nightmare.
Con, torpedo room, tube 4 ready.
Can't select my weapon, so if I can't select my weapons, I got to start again. Right, so let's start again. Let's start again. Campaign. Load. Now this could be because I've right, so what? Damn, this time I've let them escape. Oh gosh, come back. Oh, what's going on with my screen? Alright, so now where's my OBS gone? There it is. So, hey Hawklord. You knew I was going to play this, did you? Why did you know that then? 7-4.
All stop. Helm, aye.
I've got a problem here. I can't.
Ahead, 1/3. Helm, aye.
I got a problem because I put a mod on. This game was
Sonar, new contact
started in a
7-5, designated Sierra.
yeah. I can't fire it. There's a problem because I've started the campaign with the wrong sort of boat, and they've changed the data on it, which is a bit of a shame. Never mind. So yeah, Hawklord, yeah, this is my sort of game. I'll see if I can fire this torpedo off. But it seemed to have got a problem with the save on here, so I could only have 3 torpedo tubes.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
No, it's not going to play ball. Right, I'm going to have to abandon this and delete the campaign. and start all over. Start a new campaign, but never mind, eh? So the war loses, yes, okay, fine. So let's start the campaign again. North Atlantic, 1984, start. Overwrite it, yep. Now we got a choice of ships, but we'll go out in the Los Angeles Flight 3, which is the last of them. Is that one? And we'll get going. We have to work our way through the opening preamble, as always. So have you watched any of this then, Hawklaw, to see the game played? Right, so we got tankers and tenors, enemy forces including one of these expects momentum shortly. Norwegian Sea. Okay, continue. I need to rearm and repair. Now into my vertical, I'm going to unload and put four of those. 4 mosses. 5. I've got 20 of those, and actually getting quite used to using the mosses. I have a spare Mark 84, Mark 48 rather. Okay. Okay, so everything's good. Cast off Norwegian Sea. So here we go, the first subs on patrol. We can not worry about those. We're actually looking for some ships coming through. Looks like they're going to close to 15,000, 2-1. And now we've got to designate the sonar contact. Yep, that'll do.
Con sonar Sierra 2 is classified as submerged submarine. Con sonar Sierra 1.
Alpha and a Victor, right, so
submerged submarine.
that one's there, and that one's there. Okay.
Con sonar Sierra 1 is cavitating. Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 3, last bearing 008. Contact faded.
Right, so we're going to fire a torpedo at Sierra 1, and we're going to fire a torpedo at... Oh, we lost Sierra 2. Oh, he's over there, right, okay, fine. So Sierra 1 is my focus at the moment. not sure where I am. With this, put a moss in. Always handy to have a moss to hand. Well, let's just turn that on to target now and let that run. See what that does.
Con, torpedo room, tube 4 ready.
Let's dive the torpedo.
Con sonar, Sierra 3 is cavitating.
Yeah, but Sierra 3 is, maybe, but now, he's pinging us, but he hasn't got us. I'm going to tell my torpedo to look down. Got him. There goes my torpedo in the distance.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 043, contact faded. Con sonar regained contact on.
Sierra 3. Right, let's classify you. So Sierra 3, possibly a Victor. Difficult to say at the moment, because we're missing, we only got 3 out of 5 signatures heard. The range is huge, and it won't be that huge. That's more like it. We've lost Sierra 2 though. Come left 030. Put it back on target, right?
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 032.
Okay, we haven't got anything. That'll do for my course change.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 3, last
Yes.
bearing 003.
Yes, it
contact
has.
faded.
Sierra 1's wiggling like a fish on a hook.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 032.
I better have a look at what's. Oh, right, you're doing that, are you? Steer my torpedo onto target.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra
Right.
1, last bearing 032. Contact breaking up.
Right, so that's got that one out of the way. Reload the tube. Right, as it stands, we are in our conditions above a weak duct, so the other two are beneath it, I think. So we will go down to that. So dive, 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 plane down. Flood ballast. Let's get ourselves down.
Passing 100 feet.
Okay, and our density
Con,
load.
torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Start to pull out. Start to pull out. I don't want to pierce that layer too much. Duct. Left a bit.
Passing 200 feet.
Level the bubble. Right, so we're just
Con
on the
sonar regained contact on Sierra 3 bearing 003.
Okay, yes, we're going to
Con
classify that.
sonar Sierra 3 is classified as submerged submarine.
Right, okay. I've only got a 10% solution on it at the moment, but that's his angle.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 2 bearing 046.
Sierra 2's right on the bottom. So what we're going to do is I want to wait. I want to improve my solutions on these two. And what's the Victor? He's midway down. Okay. Now my problem is that I've got a wreck in the middle, and this will cause my torpedoes to go for it, so I need to be careful with this. But slowly, slowly, catchy monkey. %, solution, 39% solution. We've got a speed of 10 knots on the Victor 2. Sierra 3 has 10 knots. And he's pinging me. So I'm looking at that. He's not hearing me. He doesn't have an eye Scooby where I am. And Sierra 2 doesn't either. So back to Sierra 3. Keep an eye on that. Both will be aware that I have set the compatriot. The Victor is quite a way away, but it's a longish shot. It doesn't give that much in the way of run time left on the torpedo if I fire now. But we could put one out and head it towards the wreck.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 1.
Now I'm refining the torpedo without it going active for the minute. Getting a good solution on that Victor 2 now. 52%, that's not bad. What's the Alpha doing? He's 46. We know he's doing 8 knots. Just need to know the course, but we won't get that just yet. I'm going to put a fish in the water towards Alpha 2 to
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 3.
hopefully. Actually, what I'll do is I'll fire it like that. Because I don't want it to, don't want to lose the wire. Tube 1. Yeah. Victor 2 is at what level? He's quite deep. So I'll tell the torpedo to look down. Sierra 2 is deep. So I'll tell torpedo 3 to look down. And now put torp 3, can turn him away. Ah, right, now we got a solution on Victor 2. Better. Pick up torpedo 1. Let that come there, and then if we look at, yep, that's torpedo 1, and we should see that in 1.5 yards dive, because Victor 1 is low down and I need the torpedo to dive down to it. It sensor a better chance. He's just pinged me again. He's got a better solution. He's a bit closer now. Going live in 400 yards, 300, 200, going live. Oops, send the torpedo down. Send the torpedo down lower. And to look on the level. Victor 2 is turned and running. Let's concentrate on. So he only got a 52%. He's still low. Go back to my second torpedo. This is torpedo 1. Torpedo 1's running nicely. Let's just turn torpedo 1 onto into a tail chase, and we should be good. Yes, locked on to the Victor 2. I'm looking at the Alpha at the moment. That torpedo 3 is going live in 700 yards, 600 yards, 500 yards. One, going live. Let's bring the torpedo round onto target, onto the last bearing. That's the Alpha, which we're going to. He is raising up, so I'm going to leave my torpedo running exactly as it is. As I look at the plot, obviously
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing.
there we go.
3,
We were a bit
4,
out on
0.
range, a bit distance on range, but the torpedo has corrected. Torpedo 3, come right. So I put onto track. Victor 2 is wiggling like mad.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing. 3, 3, 8.
He has surfaced. Okay, I've lost the wire on torpedo 1. Reload tube 1, tube 3. Come right onto the track target.
Con sonar, lost contact.
That'll
Sierra,
do. That
3,
one,
last
scratch.
Bearing. 3, 3, 9. Contact breaking up.
Scratch the Alpha. He's on the surface now. Yep, picked him up. It's very cold and clinical in a way, all this, isn't it? And, it just sort of going to go for it.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Oh, he's coming round onto us. That's going to be a clean nose shot. He's going for it, you know. There you go, straight in the nose. Say goodnight, Dick.
Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra, 2, last bearing. 0, 3, 0. Contact breaking up.
There you go. So that's dealt with those 3, but that wasn't my mission target. I got to look for ships, supply ships. Well, we'll take these ones out. They seem to be close to 200 kiloyards. Close to, and we're at cruise speed.
Ahead, 1/3.
Knowing,
Helm aye.
knowing it's ships, come up.
Ahead, 2/3. Helm aye.
I got no targets at all within the
Passing
battle.
500 feet.
What are the conditions? The conditions, we got a weak duct here, so we need to pierce 200 feet. In fact, ideally we want to come up to periscope depth.
Passing 400 feet. Passing 300 feet.
Ahead, 1/3. Helm aye.
Oh, there we go. So we're starting to, we've pierced the upper layer. Hopefully we'll get start to get a sonar contact.
Passing 200 feet.
But 20,000 yards, we might need to just come to periscope depth and have a look. What's the noise conditions? Very noisy ocean, so that would indicate possibly why. So by the look of the sea state, it's sort of quite a good sea out there. Let's level the bubble and add some ballast, blow ballast, and get ourselves up to periscope depth.
Passing 100 feet.
Let's have a look and see what we find out there. So 90 feet. 80 feet. Seven zero. 60. Slow the rate of descent. On this level of sea, I might go up to 14.8 feet. Periscope depth, raise the ESM mast. Steady at 47 feet. Contact Echo 1. Got a ship. Contact Echo 1. Echo 2. Is bearing 156 upscope.
Upscope.
Periscope view, night vision. Scope is awash. M2's got a bit of a trace on it. Could be. Wash right. It's just up another foot. 2 might help us. Nothing in visual range. Now, that's the bearing. Mike 2. Yep, I'm definitely going to classify
Sonar
that as a
Master
Grisha.
2 is classified as escort.
Echo 1 and Echo 3 is on 136. Oh, hey, Hawklord, thank you. Thank you for the street, for the host. I think we can try and classify that. Difficult to classify at the moment. Oh, there we are. Yeah, 1 to 3. Yep, we'll classify that as a Kiev. Very nice. Come left. 2, 1. Echo 1. Ooh, look at that. We've got some sort of trace on it. But we've got nothing but like Grisha, 15,000 yards at 177. Nothing seen. Oh, there it is. There it is. Contact re-established. Downscope.
Downscope.
Down
Lower
it.
ESM
Master.
Con sonar regained contact on Master 2, bearing 179.
Oh, hang on a minute. Front door knock. imagining things. Right, so let's get back to this, shall we? Right, now we've got our stuff, let's get ourselves down off the surface. So to come right to about 170. We can take a shot at the Grisha in a minute.
Passing 100 feet.
Con sonar lost contact. Master 2. Last bearing
Oh,
1.
that's
8
very-
4. Contact faded.
That's very good, isn't it? Let's level out here. Hello, SD. They might have, but the data on the Grisha
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
didn't suggest otherwise. Surface ships tend to bang away on active sonar all the time anyway. Let's go down to 250 feet. Head 2/3.
Ahead 2/3. Helm aye.
Passing 200 feet.
Level the bubble. And away we go. What we'll do is we go down to 400 or so feet and then we can power along a bit and get a bit closer to them all. This isn't the fleet that I've been sent out to engage, but could do.
Passing 300 feet.
Tell you what we could do is we could do rocket attack, but I'd rather not. I'd rather do a torpedo attack. Because I've got a lot.
Passing 300 feet.
I'm carrying a fair number
Passing
of
300 feet.
torpedoes, so I can prosecute a torpedo attack quite well. Ahead standard.
Ahead standard. Helm aye.
So I can prosecute an attack quite well with torpedoes, 'cause I've got loads of them. I've got 18 torpedoes on board.
Passing 400 feet.
I've only got four a Tomahawk anti-ship with me. Head full.
Ahead full. Helm aye.
Level the bubble. Okay, Let's slow and see what we get.
Ahead,
Ahead 1/3.
1/3. Helm aye.
See if we gain contact with any of these ships. What you really tell is if you do, and have they changed course, because that tells you whether they've got you or not. Nothing as yet. Ahead 2/3.
Ahead 2/3. Helm aye.
Plane up 10. Let's go back up. Obviously getting a better sonar return off at the surface. Mind you, then I haven't tried deep, so let's try deep. Deep. Plane down 10. And let's get down.
Ahead, standard. Helm aye.
What kind of layer is there? It's SD. It's weak duct, weak layer.
Passing 500 feet.
We'll level out at 600 feet. Head full.
Ahead, full. Helm aye.
Yes, it could be why, but you'd have thought the noise would be worse at the surface, but I picked them up at the surface. But I only picked one. The other two were echo contact, so they came off the ESM mast. I was able to classify the Echo 3 as Kiev, although I didn't get any other secondary. I got it off. I classified it as a Kiev off 3 out of 5 on the sonar signature. Let's have another little slow to 1/3.
Ahead, 1/3. Helm aye.
And see if we get anything here. I think the Grisha looks like it's turned away, judging by the. So we've got one down here. This could the Grisha its return is coming off there. 1, 2. So the Kiev is now gone here. The Echo 3, the Grisha is on the line. I think they've gone. They're running ahead of me. I think they're running ahead of me.
Sonar, new contact bearing 143. Designated Sierra 4.
This is a good contact too. Confirm.
Sierra
That's
4
exactly what I want.
Merchant.
That is the piece of kit I'm after. Don't worry about anything else. Noisy old bugger, isn't it? I suppose. There we are. Yes, a very noisy ship, and it's exactly the ship that I'm looking for in this scenario. It goes 26,000 yards. I'm going to speed up to
Ahead, flank. Helm, aye.
get and penetrate in to get closer to this one. That's my target.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 4, last bearing 151. Contact faded.
So this is my mission after all. Excellent. Very good. Well, so I must admit, have you been enjoying the game, SD? Have you? How much have you played it now? I must admit, I'm really enjoying this. I've put on the mod to give me the Russian boats mod. It's called, but it gives a much larger fleet of submarines to play with and select from. Oh, here we go. Oh, excuse me. Right, let's slow to 1/3. Ahead 1/3.
Ahead, 1/3. Helm, aye.
Let's see if we can pick up any contacts now after that little sprint. Yeah, I like the 3D aspect of this is very good. I mean yes, just playing with it like this is, I guess, what used to be like in other games where you're basically in the chart room, but to actually model the ships and so on. And what I think they've done
Con
really
sonar
well
regained
is
contact on.
the
Sierra
the
4,
motion of the
bearing
sea
158.
state. Right, we've got the Kazbek is a lot closer now. This is good. But it's only a 31% solution, and it was down here.
Con sonar regained contact on. Master 2, bearing 211.
Right, so that's only 8% solution. I think he could well be. His towed array could be the one that's going to pick me up. He's on -16, so he's not there. He hasn't got a speed of him. I was playing some of the 1968 campaign earlier, and well, they got Tigerfish wire-guided missiles. Well, certainly on the Dreadnought class, British submarine. Naturally, I'd play that being British. The speed of them is only about 35 knots, and some of the ships can actually outrun them. Oh! Now we're getting something interesting coming up here. M3 2019. How's that? Solutions very good. That's excellent. It's doing 12 knots to my 5, but that's a nice solution. Kev I need to get rid of. You see, the merchantman I could casually throw a harpoon at once I've got rid of the
Con sonar lost contact. Master 2, last bearing 215. Contact faded.
kind of indicates he is a bit of a distance away, doesn't it? That Kiev is the one I want to get, although he's not got a great deal. What's his resolution? Yes? I'm thinking 2 torpedoes out, right hand tube on the Kiev, launch range 2.2 kiloyard, fire.
Firing 2-3.
Tube 1, get ready, firing at.
Con, torpedo room, firing 2-1.
Tube 1, I want to set Tube 1 to search the surface, Tube 3 to search the surface. Tube 1, go to there before you go active. Right, so 2 torpedoes running. Oh my god, it's found the Kiev already. Or has it gone for the merchantman? Interesting. Not sure what. In which case it'd be a good job I've put torpedo 1 to let's steer torpedo 3 away onto the heading of the something over there it wants to go at.
Con, sonar, lost contact. Master, 3, last bearing, 184. Contact faded.
Hmm.
Con, sonar, lost contact. Sierra, 4, last bearing, 169. Contact breaking up.
Well, I have succeeded in knocking out the target I wanted to.
Con, sonar, regained contact on. Master, 3, bearing, 188.
That was closer than I thought. Reload 3. Reload 3. Got it. There you go.
Con, sonar, master, 1 is classified as escort.
Right, torpedo 1 is going live. That's picked up a target, right.
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
It can't decide what it wants. But what am I? I'm heading 171, they're 198. I'm not sure what is coming up, so I'm going to come right to 180. Could be the Kiev it's picked up.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 205.
There you go. How? Where? Oh, right, on Twitch, okay. Oh, so you have. Okay, glad you like it, Hot Rod. So super. Glad you like it. Whoops. Yeah, I'm also streaming on YouTube as well at the moment. Right, okay, so where are we? We got to worry about that. Whoa, yes. Scratch something or other. That didn't work. My torpedo blew up. Right, so reload the tube. Shoot 4.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 2.
Oh, sorry, tube 2, but tube 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, torpedo running. Torpedo needs to be set to go high, shallow, obviously. Kiev got away with that.
Con sonar, lost contact. Master,
I want to
3,
fire another
last
one.
bearing 214. Contact faded.
Right, I want to steady the helm. What,
Con,
190?
torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
190. Right, tube 1, fire.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 1.
Set that up. That could well go on a wire break, that one. Fired that from the wrong side. So, want to turn to the right. Try and preserve my wire. Nope. Torpedo 2. Do not go for that. Torpedo 2 is going. Well, maybe. It's not going for the wreck. It's going for something else. The cannon is an 85%er. I've lost the wire. Yeah, I thought so. Right, that is a threat there, the cannon. Oh gosh, I've let myself overturn. Turn back to hitting 200. Actually, take torpedo 1. Let's turn that right onto the.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
That can deal with that. Let's steady my helm. There's a helicopter in the air. Unsurprising, that. No, we'll have a quick scan round for the helicopter. Of course, I can't do this in real life. I can do it here. Can't hear the helicopter when whizzing round, so I should be safe. Okay, right. So torpedo 1 looks like he's homing in nicely on the cannon. The Kiev going AWOL is worrying.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 167. Con sonar, lost contact.
Phew, the wire broke on the torpedo, but
162.
obviously in the
Contact
violent manoeuvring that was going on. But we've taken out one of the escorts, and we've got a Kiev and the Grisha. I don't know where they've gone to. So let's see, where are the sonar pings coming in from? I'm not sure that. Well, they've got a helicopter up that's looking for me, but hasn't found me as yet. So he's going down nicely. I'll just check. No sound of helicopter. So the helicopter is nowhere near us at the moment.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
So let's go up to the surface. It's playing up 20 degrees. 15 degrees will be enough. Don't spill the coffee too much.
Ahead 2/3. Helm aye.
See if we can regain contact with these ships that we've lost, the Grisha and the Kiev. So we'll just come up to periscope depth, give it a little looky.
Passing 500 feet.
What I'm looking for at the moment is the little telltale flat surface that comes from when the helicopter is searching for you. Oh, he's flying along at the moment. With that sort of flying, he's departing.
Passing 4.
Let's check. We've still got vessels nearby. That's good. Okay, so to past 400 feet, and on we go. So, torpedo tubes are ready. Might be using a missile, so we'll load up a.
Passing 300 feet.
We'll load up a Tomahawk, and I'm going to leave that, but I'm going to replace this with a harpoon. That's what it is. So coming to 200 feet, ready to planes to 10 degrees. And because I don't want to worry about cavitation, 150 feet, ahead 1/3.
Ahead 1/3. Helm aye.
100 feet, 5 degrees of plane, up.
Con sonar, regained contact on. Master 3.
Right, okay. Right, so if we actually, I've slowed my ascent a bit earlier because of the sonar contact, but I think that's wise. You need to creep about doing this. Let's see, on Mike 3, looking at the data here, that's all negative figures, so he doesn't know I'm where I am. So it could be stopped. That is often a tactic they do, is they stop to listen. Given that he's stopped, I'm going to level the bubble. Now he's at 208 degrees. I'm going to come left to 220. And I'm going to go up at buoyancy. Oh yes, add buoyancy, and actually 215 or 4, that'll do. Add buoyancy, just creep gently towards the surface. So passing 100 feet now.
Passing 100 feet.
This is a very absorbing game. It takes a while at times. I mean, okay, so I'm going to just speed it up by just using the speed shift just to get things shuffling along. Okay, the Kiev looks to be in motion. He's just doing 6 knots. He's coming to about periscope depth. Hold. No sound of helicopters. Right, so the Kiev is on a bearing of 197, so let's just move myself to there. And we go raise ESM master.
Raise the ESM mast.
Right, so we've got a radar return off that original Grisha that's disappeared. Nothing. Okay, raise up, ESM down, raise up periscope. So I'm looking at into the periscope night view. Whoa, Jesus, that's close. Periscope down.
Downscope.
Ready, tube 1. Fire tube 1.
Firing 2-1.
Ready to start. It goes to 30 degrees, bow down. Actually, no. 15 degrees, bow down will do, and we'll start our dive. Right. It's locked on, unsurprisingly. Jesus, that was close, wasn't it? And what we should see here is some panic. Panic. He knows where I am. I'm minus, so it's he's pinged me.
Feet.
So
Ahead, flank.
dive, dive, dive.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 185.
Passing 200 feet.
Come left, 145.
Passing 300 feet.
Oh,
Passing 400 feet.
level the bubble. Slow to 1/3.
Ahead, 1/3. Helm aye.
Passing 500 feet.
Come right rapidly to 180. Right, I want to take tube 4 up. Shoot.
Torpedo wing. Firing tube 3.
That Kiev did not go down.
Con sonar regained contact on master 3 bearing 176.
But I've hurt him, so he can't go very far. Reload tube 1. Got him, here we go. The reason I dived helicopter. I didn't realise the Kiev was going to require yet another torpedo. Right, okay, so
Con sonar noisemaker bearing 172.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
there we go. Say goodnight, cannon. Off you go. All you can see is his fire. On the ship, we can't see the ship. But there we go.
3 last bearing 169. Contact breaking up.
Right, so that's taken care of 3 out of 4, but we haven't heard from that Grisha at all. So checking, we got he's still around. He is still around, so we need to hunt that. Where's the? There is a helicopter around, and with the Grisha, I think he can put. There you are. There's the ship that's about to go down. Now, interesting. When I do that, it doesn't say aircraft nearby, so we can forget about that. For current it has standard.
Standard. Helm. Aye.
Plane up 10 degrees. Let's come up to periscope depth again. See if we can pick up that Grisha.
Passing 500 feet.
It's taking a while to sink that Kiev. Oh, there it goes. It will go down. Interesting. I
Passing 400 feet.
in a non-streamed game, I sunk an aircraft or a helicopter carrier, and when it ended up on the deck, it sunk at the bottom and it was on its side. The helicopters are all still sat there on the deck, like
Passing 300
glued
Con
there.
sonar, we are cavitating.
Ahead
Ahead
2/3.
2/3. Helm. Aye.
Right, coming to
Passing
200
200
feet.
feet.
And ahead 1/3.
Ahead 1/3. Helm. Aye.
Five degrees of airplane.
Passing 100 feet.
That's slowly going down. There it is. That was an important thing to get rid of that Kiev. That's a helicopter carrier. That's why it took so many feet level the bubble. So we just put a little bit of buoyancy on and float up to. This is my graveyard round here, isn't it? My God. Give there. All these ships. Oh, look at that. You can see the helicopters stuck on the deck. That was an important ship to get rid of, that was. 4 screws. A very important ship to get rid of. Force of halt our ascent. Raise the ESM mast.
Raise the ESM mast.
Let's see what that gives me.
Con sonar regained contact on master 2 bearing 238.
Come right on to 238. I orientate myself to 240 upscope.
Upscope.
Night vision, there it is. Down ESM, downscope.
Lower the ESM mast. Downscope.
Plane down to 100 feet. There it is. Get ready on tube 1. Can't. I'm too close in for a harpoon shot. Straighten up. Center your helm. One 1,400 yards fire.
Firing 2-1.
That's the activation distance for tube 1. Make sure the torpedo runs on the surface. Ahead 2/3.
Ahead 2/3. Helm aye.
He knows where we're very close to
Passing 100 feet.
flood the ballast. What you've got to worry about with things like the Grisha is that it has the RBU at 6,000 feet. Now he is 4,400 yards from me. Now if he gets me, he will
Pass.
Ahead
he
1/3.
will fire
Helm aye.
those, and that's a nightmare. But I don't think he's got me on the contact. Contact's faded because level the bubble.
Passing 300 feet.
Because I went down. Yeah, he hasn't quite got an idea where I am, so he won't be able to fire these depth charges.
Con sonar lost contact. Master 2.
But
last
I can
bearing
put a torpedo in his side.
236. Contact breaking up.
So that's that one. Yeah, because it's not we can see it, but that thing there, that's basically rocket propelled depth charges. And with a range, and they're bloody. They come down and they pop all the way around you. It's horrendous. Usually they're pretty accurate in their damage thing. But there we go. So we've successfully done that. That should, considering it was the Kazbek, that should be the thing I was sent to do. Enemy replacement resources, yes, I did. Continue. What's my next assignment? Oh, look at that! I got a silver star. Whew. Look at that. That was good. Taking the Kiev out was a bit of Kiev class. Excellent. Right, I am playing on elite level, by the way. So this is the top level. Right, so my tactical situation is the amphibious landing in Bergen. Alright, so I've got to intercept, locate, okay. Right, our status report. We have 10 torpedoes available to us. Actually, we can reload one there. We've got a harpoon up the spout, which I'm going to replace with a torpedo. Right, okay, 600 feet at 26 knots, so we're at full speed. Head full. Right, so let's go. We got to Bergen, so it's down here. Oh, okay, right. We are going to have a little dice with a couple of submarines. Close to feet, slow down. Head
Ahead,
1/3.
1/3. Helm aye.
Well, let's check the condition. Seafloor should be bottomless. There's a weak layer up here. Usually
Con sonar, new contact bearing 2, 8,
There it is.
5.
Do it.
Designated Sierra 1.
And so we scan through. Nearly. Do you know, I think I'm going to designate that as a
Con
kilo.
sonar, Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
Whereabouts is he? He's pretty well at our level. Good. He's got us. Oh boy, has he got us. He knows we're here. Tube 3. Fire at our level, passive and straight ahead search, but come on to the bearing of 290. So coming right, 290. Two 60. Only got a 7.281, slow the turn. Center your helm. This contact doesn't know we're here, he is sleeping. Right, I'm going to fire off on this at this level, active at short distance. He's pinging me. He's heard the launch transient. This could be that we will have a fish fired at us. We shall see. I've got my moss ready. Aha. Still at our level. Now, it's unusual to get solo boats. Sometimes you do get solo patrols. Yep, locked on. This looks good. Is it going to appear? Will do. There it is.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 306.
I'm going to drive the torpedo down because he's turning away. Turn the torpedo, right, and drive it down. Ping.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 310. Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 31.
very handy
Contact breaking up.
torpedo being on the wire because I could steer that one into the contact. Right, reload tube 3. Right, report. No weapons of spy. Now, what was our? I know it'll say nice, but it wasn't my mission target. Oh God, I'm going to be doing that again. 356, and we're heading 15. Come right to 35. Right, reload tube 3, please. Right, raise the ESM
Raise the
mast
ESM
while we're
mast.
here. And although we've got a lot of some good signal strength around, nothing heard.
Lower the ESM mast.
Ascend to the helm. Right. 354, where are you there? Click signature. This is another submarine, we know it is. There it is. No, it isn't.
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
Yeah, I'm going with the
Con
Tango.
sonar,
Now,
Sierra
tangos
1
usually come
is
in pairs,
classified as
or there's
submerged
usually
submarine.
2. And the depth, he's just at the... I'm going to stay. Oh no, I'm going to down. Flood ballast.
Passing 100 feet.
Level the ship. He's pretty well got me. Right, so tube 1 ready to fire.
Passing 200 feet.
He's not that far away. Oh, maybe he is.
Con,
Firing.
firing
Firing.
2-1.
Firing tube 1. Anyway. Right, contact is degrading, so he might not. So I've gone below the layer.
Passing 300 feet.
Con sonar, Sierra 1 is cavitating.
He's detected the torpedo in the water. And by the look of it, I don't know if I can see him yet. No, can't see him. But I would... Yes, he's turning away. Torpedo going active in 700 yards. Be unusual to find a single boat land. His torpedo locks on. These things are very good at locking on to stuff. Yeah, I'm now in his baffles, basically. Given the his course and his speed, because he's cavitating, and basically I'm in his baffles because he's turned it up back to me, which only serves to make him totally blind to my location, which is excellent from my point of view.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 340.
He was a lot closer than sonar. Sonar buyers aren't doing too well here, because that's 6,500 yards, 3 miles, just over 3 miles. Here we go. Am I going to hit me?
Sonar,
Yes,
lost
I am.
Contact, Sierra
Excellent.
1, last bearing 339. Contact breaking up.
Another diesel boat goes down. Now, with all this intermediate action, I can't work out. I can't remember what my original mission was now. Sink stuff. So let's just look at our brief and review the orders. Landing ships is now inception for the landing occurs, and landing is Bergen, right? Okay. Continue on course. So ships have not been spotted yet because there's no the planes are flying over. They would have spotted the ships by now. Ah, hello. Here comes the ships. Right. So engage. Right. Close to 10 miles. We're at 150 feet, doing 10 knots. Our heading is 126. Targets are at 156. So we need to come. It's clear and calm. Very strong surface temperature. Thermal air at 130 feet. Close to 20,000 yards. Here we go. Slowing down to 1/3. Reload tube 1. Ready with the Tomahawk. Let's start classifying. Come left to 070. Let's start classifying our. What are the conditions? We're just below the dark, which is perfect.
Designated Sierra 3.
That's bound to be a.
Sonar new contact bearing 053. Designated Sierra 4.
Well, we've hit quite a busy little.
Sonar new contact bearing 054. Designated Sierra 5.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Steady helm.
Con sonar new contact bearing 046. Designated Sierra 6. Con sonar.
One of our
Sierra
major
3
targets.
is classified as merchant. Con sonar Sierra 2 is classified as
Let's
merchant.
go on to the plotting table. It'll be a lot easier. Four out of 5 going.
Con sonar Sierra 5 is classified as merchant. Con sonar Sierra 4 is classified as merchant.
Helicopter just flown overhead. Thought I heard a helicopter. He's dipping. Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Back to the plotting table.
Con sonar Sierra 6 is classified as escort.
Right. So my principal target is the cannon. Here's my first one. So tube 1 steady. Cannon is at bearing 47. I'm at 76. Come left to 65. That'll do. Tube 1 ready to shoot. Target bearing 46. Shoot for bearing 50. That'll do. 2,600 yards. Fire.
Torpedo room, firing 2-1.
Torpedo is running. Set to run to the surface. Cannon possibly knows I'm around. Firing from a good enough distance means that I might get the something's pinging me from somewhere. By the fact that all these are turning and running suggests I've actually been detected. Now, there is a range of... Reload a harpoon. Right. Select torpedo one, bring him on to the last, to the bearing of the sonar bearing. I'm at a depth where I can fire harpoons. My problem I've got is the helicopter.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 066, designated Sierra.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
That's going to be another escort, because there's always 3 of them. Almost certainly another escort. Match 3 out of 5. Match 5 out of 5.
Con sonar, Sierra 7.
This is
classified as escort.
This is a helicopter carrier. That's dangerous as hell. So these things, they're running away from me at 16 knots, yeah. I'm only right. The best way I can get rid of this is to pursue a rocket attack on these because of the distance involved. Because the cannon here is 52,000 yards away. No, it isn't. It's a bloody sight closer. 22,000 yards. Yes, that's more like it. Reload another torpedo. I far rather use torpedoes because they don't give your position away initially, especially. I can sit just where I am, just on this layer here, which makes it very hard to detect sonar wise. The helicopter's not dipping around me. Ahead of me you can see in the distance.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
Right, tube 2. Want to prosecute a shot against the...
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 2.
I want to now prosecute an attack on the cannon, which is heading for me, but he's not heading at a huge speed. The Cara is.
Sonar lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 022, contact breaking up.
Reload tube 1. Tube 3. Ready to fire. Steady ahead. Fire.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 3.
Put tube 3 to the surface. Put tube 2 to the surface. Tube 2. Change its waypoint and heading. Extend its activation point.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Where's that Kara gone? We lost contact with it. That Kara's gone back over here. Brought it a lot closer, which is why I fired that torp, but it doesn't matter because it won't be wasted. That torp will take something out. No matter what, it's going to hit somebody. There's enough legs on that to catch up to the fleeing merchantman. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. There, we'll see. Got to watch that cannon very carefully because he's getting dreadfully close to the other sunken Sierra 1. So Sierra 6, the torpedo when it goes active will go, oh look, there's a wreck, I'll go and run myself into that, which is a pain in the arse. And of course something it shouldn't do. Torpedo is coming. There's 2.9 yard, 2,900 yards to activation. Should pick up the activation point on the wire and turn it. There, turn the torpedo, shorten its distance to run. Yes, I've obviously been detected because the fleet would not be doing exactly what it's doing now. But actually I'm going to turn torpedo 3 north. Because I believe the cannon is heading toward, sorry, the Tara here. Because the Kara is heading north and that I want to target. Anyway, back onto here. Torpedo 2 is just about to go active in 200 yards and actually going active now. It's located or locked onto target. Interesting. What on earth has Torpedo 3 locked onto?
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 020.
Right, well, reload tomahawks. No, miscules.
Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra 6, last bearing 018.
Harpoons.
Contact breaking up.
There's our helicopters in transit is going to have a little helicopter. Well, funny little things. These little twin rotors, contra-rotating system. Works very well. We're going to drop his sonar down now, and let's.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra.
Whoa.
7, last bearing.
Is
0,
that what we
5,
want to see, or
0,
what? Yeah.
Contact breaking up.
So, can we see ourselves from where he is dipping? Got to watch out because he does have a couple of torpedoes on board. Right, now, okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Con, torpedo room, tube 4 ready.
I have a moss handy because I don't know when I fire that will come steaming after me, and once that comes steaming after me, because obviously it'll see the rock plumes where I come out of the water, where the rockets come out, it's going to be on to me, drop a sonar and throw a torpedo at me. That was what will happen. But I've got good markers on these. I think they might be safe, but they're not.
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
Right, so load your moss. Right, so I'm going to use these 4 missiles. I'm going to engage the furthest one first.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 2. Con, torpedo room, firing tube 3. Con, torpedo room, firing tube 4. Con, torpedo room, firing tube 5.
All ahead flank, dive,
Ahead
dive,
flank.
dive.
LI.
Go deep. Right, so we've got
Con
500.
sonar lost.
Passing 200 feet.
Con sonar lost contact.
Passing 300 feet.
Level the bubble a bit.
Passing 400 feet.
Yep, level out, because approaching the bottom. And now
Con, knuckle formed.
execute turn right. Because anticipate the
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 0.
right. So
6,
scratch
9,
one.
contact breaking up.
Harpoon's
Passing 500 feet.
harpoon's done its job.
Con, knuckle formed.
What we'll do is we'll resume our we'll head towards them just in case.
Con, knuckle formed.
Because by now we should have had the others down. And we haven't had. That's 4 missiles which have not let's reload.
Passing 500 feet.
Right, looking at things. Look at this, because the mod, I got a new thing called the Sea Lance. Basically, this is a little shorty torpedo on the end of a rocket motor, so you you bang it out at 150 feet or whatever, and it goes up in the air and it takes off. And it's like a rocket, but once it gets to where you want it to land, it lands. It spits off the rocket motor, deploys a parachute, and drops into the water like that, and then gets rid of the chute, and it goes down, pinging away on active sonar, and goes round and round in circles till it finds something and it hits it, no matter what.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
Right. So I think I'm going to just come left a bit more onto sort of 60-ish. Okay, I'm going to put some go
Con,
on.
torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
Get myself
Con, torpedo room,
get
tube
myself
4
up there,
ready.
because these little buggers have survived, which is most annoying.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 2 bearing 069.
I'm sure you have. It's sitting on the bottom. Program's still got a few buggy waggies, you know, dead boat and things like that. It classifies dead boats as things and all sorts of little anomalies, but there you go.
Con, less than 50 feet below the keel.
So let's come up. Let's give us
Passing 400 feet.
level the bubble. Off we go again.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 3 bearing 074.
That stopped. Now, interesting. Have I hit some things and just not finished them off? Let's slow down. In fact, let's come up to periscope depth. Ahead full.
Ahead, full, helm, aye.
Passing 300 feet. Passing 200 feet.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 4 bearing.
Passing 100 feet.
Level your bubble. Slow to 1/3.
Ahead 2/3, helm, aye. Ahead 1/3, helm, aye.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 5 bearing 049.
Slow. We're on 1/3. No, let's raise the
Raise
ESM
the
mod.
ESM mast. Lower the ESM mast.
Okay. Upscope.
Upscope.
Well, got no choice but to shoot him.
Con, torpedo room, firing Firing
I'll
tube
lose
4.
I'll lose the wire on that straight away. And they're at 50, right? 50 degrees.
Con sonar lost contact. Master 3, last bearing 137. Contact breaking up.
Right, down scope.
Downscope.
All ahead flank.
Ahead, flank. Helm, aye.
We need to get up to these people because I've still got to kill them. Don't know where the helicopter is in relation to me. But he ain't there, that's for sure. That was a good kill. Simple. I missed with my missiles on the other two. Right, so reload tube with a let's slow to 1/3.
Ahead, 1/3. Helm, aye.
They cannot have got that far ahead.
Con, torpedo room, tube 4 ready.
Let's fire another harpoon up them. See what goes. Don't have to pay for it.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
Minimum
Con,
active.
torpedo room, firing tube 2.
There's my missile. Right, I'm out of harpoons. We could try a sea dart at that could be interesting, bit of fun.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 4, last bearing 053. Contact breaking up.
But I haven't got a positive enough to
Ahead, flank. Helm, aye.
get at it.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
My issue is that if I want to fire that, where I put the pointer on the map is where it goes round in a little circle. Given I've only got a 41% chance solution on that, firing a missile guarantees it. But now I can't fire another one because they were close together, and the missile will or could as likely home in on that. So even though it's dead, it'll just go smack into I've seen it do it in the game. It is a bug in as much that missile wouldn't home in on a wreck at 600 feet below, but in this game it does. So let's prosecute the game, get the speedy bits on. And see where we get to. Okay, let's leave it in half. We'll come back to 1/3.
Ahead, 1/3. Helm aye.
Alligator is moving now. We could try the see. I don't know whether it will work, but we'll see. We'll drop it in the ocean, just in front of it, and see what happens. Ah, you see, I really need a better solution on that to do that. Sorry, a tomahawk away.
Room, firing 2-5.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Ahead, flank. Helm
This
aye.
is going to be bad news, because now I'm going to have...
Con, torpedo room, firing 2-1.
Passing 100 feet. Passing 200 feet. Con, knuckle formed.
Right, so we've got our target. What we've got here is a helicopter who is pursuing me, so I've shot a moss out.
Con, knuckle formed.
To confuse him. So the moss, it's a simulates me basically. He runs at me doing flank in a straight line, and if you got for him, he doesn't know which contact to go with. Because from his point of view, they're both the same. Excellent decoys.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Right, see if we've still got the aircraft nearby. But he can't do anything about it, that little colilopter, because his mothership is dead. He's probably might well have thrown all his ordnance away. So, with a bit of luck, we'll just keep moving. Leave that little colilopter behind. Which we are. Hovering and listening in the same place. Which is very nice. Bye bye, little helicopter. Bye bye. The little helicopter. Oh, he's dropped a sonar buoy here, you see. But he doesn't know which track to look at. Really, distance-wise, I'm outpacing this thing almost 2-1, so that's running on about 16, 18 knots. But it's a very nice, tasty decoy. Torpedoes like them. And they make enough noise to make them appear big. So, right, we're now far enough away that we can leave combat. We've got it all. We've used up all our... Okay, so we're going to get any news? Yes, we're going to get some news. And, oh, we're going to get a medal. Boaty McBoatface has got another bronze star. Right. Yes, we've done that. Very good. And spent out to land for submarine in the vicinity of Oslo. So intend to report to submarine to Oslo. Okay. Continue. Menu. Let's save because I always like to save. Now that holds it, so I can see I've got to go down to here. So they're going to come round the coast. So I don't want to engage them there. I will sort of wait for them to come round here. So I'll just waft about here, I think is good, because we'll see them suddenly appear down here because coastal reports will report the ships. But more importantly, exostatus report. We've got 5 torpedoes available to us. Sea Lancers, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's okay if you're going to be targeting a submarine. You've got to have this very high solution confidence on your solution to be able to use the Sea Lance, and at distance. So if you can get that, we've got 2 ship Tomahawks, and I had the 8 Tomahawks loaded in case I get to the land attack game, which you can get tasked to, and with having the vertical launching system I can keep them handy. I can carry them with me, whereas if I'm in the flight 1, the vanilla part, Los Angeles class in this game, you don't have vertical launching system. None of the ships they have, at least I don't think so, has the vertical launching system. So you're you've got the vertical launching system on this, which is historically correct. Through the mod, I can now carry them with me, so I don't have to return to base to pick up the necessary. So there we go. That's right. So we got submarine sailing. That one there is the one that is favourite to be coming around the coast. Here it comes. Yep. So I would want to keep away from those prowling diesel boats. We're going to slow speed because I'm expecting to intercept him any minute. Here he comes, and hello. So we are at 50 feet 5. It's 090 and we're heading 184, so it's 90 degrees left, close to 15,000 yards, close. Left 090. Sierra 1. It's almost certainly a... There we come. We're going to get you in a second. Classify you. Yep.
Sonar.
Is a Victor
Sierra
2.
1 is classified as submerged submarine.
Victor 2 is below the duct, so... He's at the moment. Now that would be a good range to fire off a Sea Lance. Because the Sea Lance, but now it's 11,000 yards. This is he's closing in as sonar makes it improves its results. Now, looking at the signature, he could be getting us soon. We have to be fingersy crossed on this. So change the Moss, change that over to torpedoes. I've got option of torpedoes on either side to help the wire run. It's bearing 89. and I'm coming up to 105. I'm going to come to course 90, head on closure. Steady your helm. Oh, 9-1 will do.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Tube 3. Stand by to fire. Sub is at 400 feet. I wanted to come active at about 2,000 yards. Fire on a bearing of 9-1. Stand by to launch. Launch tube 3.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 3.
Torpedo is running. Straight and true. Lovely. We're obviously at a depth of 50 feet. Once it comes active, I'll drive it down to 400 feet. Torpedo is coming active in 200, 100 and active. Driving the torpedo down. Let the torpedo level out 400 feet. Come left by 294 on the course of the torpedo. Actually to 99. Lead the target. He's pinging me. So he still doesn't have a very good resolution on me. He possibly knows I'm here. Well, he'll be hearing this. He'll be hearing the torpedo now. But he hasn't started cavitating. He hasn't started panicking yet. We've got all the data on him. There's a 70% solution.
Con sonar Sierra 1 is cavitating.
He's got it. He's off. He's running. Torpedo looks good. He's going down. Driving the torpedo down with him. He's gone deep. I can go deeper. He's going to end up with his nose in the dirt. That's one of those tactics. Okay. Expect a noise maker.
Bearing 096. Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 096. Contact
I think
taking off.
I can probably safely say, when they're like that, I've watched my torpedo go round and round and round and round and taken forever. So it's nice when it's on the wire, you just keep it low and level, and once the noisemaker is fired, which causes the torpedo to do a drive round. So it swerves out to one side to regain the to take the noisemaker out of the cone, if you like, of the seeker head. And then it can regain the target. But of course, in that sort of nose down configuration, with its arse in the air, which it holds, it goes back and forwards, back and forwards, back and forwards, and misses the thing all the time. So, and this is their tactic to try and stay alive. Well, it's all very well, but so if you're on the wire, you can just drive it straight in. Of course, that's a bit not realistic, of course, because nobody sit alongside driving the torpedo in. But there you go.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 129, designated Sierra 2.
Oh, new contact. Oh, and he's close. Come left to 130. Let's classify him. Probably a Victor. Victor 1. There it was. No, it's Foxtrot.
Sierra 2 is classified as submerged submarine.
His level is on my level. Reload tube 3. And steady helm. 1, 2, 1. There we go. Right. So now it's showing us a long way away, which I don't think it will be somehow, seeing as my sonar boys have been at the rum again. They shouldn't have been. Oh, hang on, this is an American ship, it's supposed to be dry. But not my ship. My ship's never dry. I like a little tot on my ship.
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
Look, he hasn't got any idea where I am. He knows I'm here because his mate's just got sunk. See, the question is he... I would fire a speculative torpedo in that direction if I could set it active fairly rapidly. But because if I set my torpedo active fairly rapidly, it'll home straight in on that wreck, which is a pain. So that means I've got to set the homing to be, so the activation point to be a beam of the wreck between the 2 points. However, he might be within that, and that will cause me a problem. So I have to take it sensible. He's cruising the duct layer. Now, because I'm at 50 feet, I can't, without descending to 100 feet, which I could do. Let's descend down to 100 feet, because I don't need to be up here. The contact's quite good from my point of view. That's a very solid contact. I can probably go to... let's guess he is close.
Passing 100 feet.
Okay, I'll level off just under. I'll steady her just about 115, 120. Yeah, that contact is still very solid. So I'm going ahead 2/3.
Ahead 2/3. Helm aye.
That shouldn't degrade my contact with him too much. could use a sea lance here. Right, okay, we're getting a better... Ah, look at that. We're getting a better speculation. If I selected that... Oh, doesn't give me a... It's not a good enough solution yet for a bearing on where to shoot. We'll come left to 2140. Come right 140. What am I talking about? Steady the helm. Got to see a little white dot in here, which is basically showing his track and everything. And in that, when you get that, then I think you're getting a better solution. The solution's improving all the time. 73%. It's good enough for a torpedo shot, more than enough for a torpedo shot here. But I want to get a better. I want to get the solution up as high as possible. 76. It's coming up. Because I'm going to go for a sea lance shot, seeing as the range is that great. And we haven't got any aircraft overhead. Got no carrier vessel, we're talking subs here. Yeah, we're getting the solution is really firmed up now. I want to drop it in front of him about here. So this is what happens. This is tube 2. So tube 2 will come out of the front of this here. Right, now we see we've got 90%. I'm going to drop it onto him about there. Fire tube 2.
Computer room, firing tube 2.
So okay, so it gets a booster rocket, off it goes. It now engages itself. So very interesting thing. Little tiny torpedo. The torpedo-y bit here, rocket motor. Well, jet engine, here we go. I'm not sure what speed it travels at, but unfortunately it's not tracked on the screen, so you can't track it on the mini-map as to what its progress is. Oh, right, here we go. Shoots off. Right, you see, it will now whiz round and round, looking for a target. And it's got him. There it is. Now we could need to reload another.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra
No,
2.
it did the
last
job.
Bearing 147. Contact breaking up.
One Sea Lance. So that's the Sea Lance being fired. And the Russians use those on you too. So this is what you get from them. The torpedo itself hasn't got a great duration. The Mark 48 that I'm using has got quite a good range of about 20,000 yards. Duration, but of course if you end up in stern chases and what have you, they're quite lengthy affairs. That
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
That really does speed everything up. So, no aircraft nearby, leave combat. That should be the thing, yes. We did that job. Now, ooh, what's the news? Oh no, I've got another medal. How about that? Well, there you are. Anyway, it's dead quiet in chat. There's 5 of you watching, but it is a bit quiet in chat. There we are. So how many people who's here? Bonkers. Hey, Bonkers. Hello. And hi, Ford Guy. And Tactical Nuclear Potato. Ah, I'm sure I've heard that name before. But anyway, welcome along to the channel, chaps. Hope you're enjoying the play. It seems to all be going incredibly well. Well, there we go. So, what's the news? So, yes, Red Summer Site. That's good. We'll have just one more little mission for this session, and then we'll call it a night. So we've got cruise missile subs. Excuse me. There we go. And attack submarines prepared to sail within 72 hours. Okay. And imperative these are sunk before they can strike NATO convoys. Yes. But it doesn't say where they're going to sail from. NATO convoys transiting the North Atlantic, so they're going to go through the Great Gap. Primary jets locate sink. Okay. Right, continue on course. Right, so that's going to mean patrolling quite a large amount of area and deal with submarines. Yours closed too. Ahead 1/3.
Ahead, 1/3. Helm, aye.
Con, sonar, new contact bearing 045. Designated Sierra 1.
Now, is it that? No. It's that.
Con, sonar, Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
$14,000 yards, 35%. It's not likely to be the only one here. Actually, I tell you what, if you don't mind, I'm going to pause the game here because I'm going to fill my coffee cup, so be back in a second, okay? Oops, let me put that up in the chat. Right, I'm back. So here we are. Let this now Karim continue. And sorry, Prisma on YouTube. I'm sorry, I didn't spot that you'd said something. So there you go. Right, well, and he's on 060, 48, so he's over there somewhere. Oh, I am there. Right, go back to my boat. So he's off my port beam. And he's below the layer, I'm just on top of it. Could speculate a shot at him. Be a bit of a speculative punt, but he's on that bearing. So I tell you what, one speculative punt. How's my stock? You see, I've only got 4 torpedoes left, which is a bit of a nuisance because I'll need to go and get some more torpedoes. If I can only get a better resolution on him, I could sea lance him. He's got me. He knows I'm here. Right, so I'm going to run my torpedo short, but so pick up a bearing about 5-6. Tube 1 fire.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 1.
Set the torpedo to run deep. He knows, right, so replace that with a moss. Could have used the sea lance. Oh, look, here it goes. It's off, and it's got him straight away. Hey, off it goes. Whee! There it is, bonk. It's got him. He's going down. He's going for it. And if he's not careful, if he doesn't pull out, it's implosion time. He's going to implode
Con,
if he's not
torpedo
careful.
room, tube 4 ready.
I'd hate to think what depth he's running at now, because the weapon is not giving me, won't give me that data.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 06.
He's not pulling out. He is going to implode if I don't get him myself. Because he's going to try and go under me as this torpedo swings round. He's trying to go under. I was expecting this bloke to implode. Oh look, he's coming to the bottom, and there is no bottom. And you've got to fart at that pressure, and the damn thing will go bang. He's going.
Sonar, noisemaker bearing 06.
He is going to hit the bottom. That could. How did he survive that pressure? He should. Swing round.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 097. Designated Sierra 2. Con sonar, lost contact Sierra 1. Last bearing 071. Contact.
I had to drive that into him. reload tube 1. Running out of torpedoes. Only got 1 reload left. Let's designate Sierra 2. That looks identical to me. I am going to identify that as another Charlie. There it is down there. Well, considering that went down, that went considerably deeper than me. I'm surprised that I could go. Yes, that's a Charlie one. You're just starting to get the data on him. He is deep. So this little weak layer, the strong layer isn't actually helping. Surprising if it's not distorting the sound. But I'm going to come right onto course 090. I've got a second Charlie 1 Prisma. There we go. Yes, I use on the what I'm using at the moment is for the chat purposes from a Twitch point of view. I get that read out to me as an overlay by Restream, but they don't have an overlay for that allows the picks up the YouTube Sentiham. Steady 091. So I don't get that on screen. When I get something from the Twitch, I get a little ching sound that comes through just to let me know that there's a bit of chat, so I can quickly look at it. But I don't get anything on the YouTube channel. Sorry. But it was first time actually. First proper time of streaming on YouTube. Never really used it before. I don't know what sort of delay there is on it. So we shall. Perhaps I'll see. Let's do that and see what the delay is at 5 seconds. Seconds. 15-second delay on YouTube. Right. Okay. It's more like 30 on Twitch. So 15-second delay isn't bad. So Prisma, do you play the game? Have you bought the game yet? Because it's really only just hitting. It's going viral. A lot of YouTubers and Twitchers are or streamers. Let's just say streamers. We're getting into streaming this game as a new one because it's really interesting and it's really quite different. And I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I struggled a bit at first with it, but I'm really getting used to playing it. And it's getting quite successful. In fact, in the campaign thing, this is what I'm running at the moment, it's actually nice to... You fail some tasks because that keeps the campaign going longer. If you get a perfect record, you win the war too easily because you just beat the Ruskies. But if you let them win several things, you can get knocked back and in and out, and sometimes. But how you do this is how much you get knobbed. And I've had my boat severely damaged and it just made it back, and sometimes never made it back. So auto save is a very useful feature. Indeed. So what's going on with this Charlie? It's closer. 7,200 yards. What's the activation distance of that, by the way? Yeah, you see the minimum distance that you can fire that torpedo is 6,000 yards. And I'm not prepared to fire it at a 38% prediction. I'm prepared to fire a torpedo at 38% prediction, but I've only got range. I haven't got any bearings or anything like that. So where are we? I tell you what, that duct might well just be having an effect on us. So let's descend to just underneath it to 190 feet. We'll just do this on ballast, so it's done nice and slowly. Flood ballast and take us down. See if that improves the resolution. That'll do. It brought us up to him. Do you know? This is a speculative shot. Tube 4. Tube 3. Tube 3. Get ready to fire. Bearing 095. And at a range of 1,000 yards. To activation. Shoot.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 3.
Expect a ping. Here we are, there's the ping. Right, he knows exactly where I am, but my torpedo has gone active as I thought, based on the sunken wreck. So I need to come at this from a different angle. I need to keep it off that wreck. Or I will lose it. Got him. Right. Oh, he's got him. Now, see, this is the problem with the sunken wrecks. The torpedo should not have deviated and gone for that, but it does. That is a problem. He is running. He's doing 29 knots. Switching to active to paint him. There he is. By putting it active, it just confirms. Right, so here's the drive round in operation. So they drop a noisemaker, and the torpedo goes either left or right, and then does a loop round to reacquire the target. Now, we've turned inside him. It's turning back on to... No, it's ignoring him. Come back inside.
Con sonar lost contact.
There you
Sierra
go.
2, last bearing 076. Contact breaking up.
That could well be the two Victor 3s, yes. Excellent results. Not my mission objective. Damn. I'm short of weapons. I need to return to pick up more weapons. It's those that are coming down the coast that are going to be the ones. Uh-oh, there's some news. Denmark's fallen. Okay. Rearm and repair. Load. Cast off. Here we go. Well, so far, fruitless search. There we go. Which will mean there will be shipping sunk and all sorts of stuff. There we are. There we are. Spetnats in the vicinity of Oslo. Alright, okay. That's a couple of submarines then. Right, off we go. Certainly going to wait around about here, Trondheim. It's good enough. We'll see the ship. Ah. Is that a surface ship that's bringing them? No. No, it's not. I thought it would be. Ah, here they come. Here they come. Let's just patrol low speed. We'll just have that. And hello. Hello. How are you? We are on 5-2. They're on 8-6. Close to 15,000 yards. 8-6, come right to 8-6. Designated Sierra 1. Load tube 3. Right. No, this is a commando raid, so it will be... No. Yep, Sierra.
Con sonar Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
And as it stands, we've got the floor at 400 feet. Not huge. Amount of depth to play with. All very good. Anyway, he has not got
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
He doesn't have much idea I'm here at the moment. Range is huge as it stands. 40% solution, steady the helm. Yeah, fair enough, Prisma. Sorry about that, but I keep forgetting it to look over there. I must see if there's a little sort of a thing better than Restream that will Restream's chat client that will cover multiple platforms. It would be really quite useful. And also how to get the chat into onto on screen. Twitch chat goes on screen, which you've probably seen, but I haven't got the what have you? See? Do I, bonkers? Anyway, how are you doing? It's been a long time since I've heard from you. Nice to see you around there. Is it easy to play? Yes and no, but I'm getting used to what I've got to do. And of course, although there are programming things that are going on which you need to do, and yeah, I guess I've got the hang of it. But I'm enjoying it nonetheless, even though I'm reasonably successful. Because every so often I completely screw up, and that's it. I've had it. The one thing that hasn't come up yet so far in the game is a missile attack, land attack. That can be very intense, and you end up with all sorts of crap thrown at you. And if you don't do it right, you actually you just don't get out of there. You die, which is a bit of a shame. We're not getting much resolution on this Sierra. Still.
Con sonar Sierra 1 is cavitating.
He knows I'm here, which suggests that my resolution of distance is wrong. I'd expect a torpedo launch any time. He's come up to the surface. He's come up to the surface. I mean, we got very strong signature now, but I've still only got a 45%. Right, he's closing on me, by the look of it. "17 knots. He's dropping his speed. He's dropping his speed quite significantly. Right, come left to 090. He's a long way off. Actually 100. Steady a helm. Very sensibly, stop pinging. We're holding the contact, right? Wish I could get a better solution. Now, solution's coming up. Let's just speed up the simulation for a minute. Solution is improving.
Con sonar new contact bearing 121 designated Sierra 2.
Oh, it's going to be more of the same, isn't it? Or is it? Is it that? Because we've got a trace here. I don't know about there. No, because now we're into... It could be a Romeo. I'm going to go with a
Con
Romeo.
sonar Sierra 2 is classified as submerged submarine.
I'm going to... He's a bit lower, and he's a lot closer. Let's zoom in the map. The tactical map. Right, return to Sierra 1. We're at 63%. Want them to feel that, okay, they've pinged me. He knows I'm here. He knows I'm here. He must do. His sonar is picking me up. So I think I'm just going to descend.
Raise the ESM mast.
Okay, nothing there. No.
Lower the ESM mast.
Okay, let's descend down to a couple of 100 feet. Blow ballast. See if we can get something better on that. Ah, that Sierra is
Passing 100 feet.
not a Sierra, is it? Oh, it's a standard Sierra. That's it. It's a Victor
Con
too.
sonar Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
No, and I'm not happy with that Romeo
Passing 200 feet.
classification. I'm going to do a speculative
Con
classification.
sonar
That's a Sierra.
2 is classified as submerged submarine.
Hang it. Steady the helm. He's at the surface, okay. Ah, there we go. This is getting better. Now we've got a better solution coming in on the Victor. There it is. Sea Lance, get ready to fire. Oh, come up to 150 feet. Yeah, you can't fire that at 150 feet because that's what it needs to get to the surface before it can take off, so...
Passing 200 feet.
Yeah, okay, so we're going through 200 feet. Get ready to slow my ascent. Fire.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 2.
Reload. The Sea Lance. Yep. And you see, the thing is, he will not have a Scooby that's coming. That's actually the beauty of the Sea Lance. because it goes gone. See, where am I? I'm over there. We should see the sea lance appear.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
Got him. See, it's locked on. I just overshot him a bit.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 2.
He's just blown his ballast to go down. He's going to sit on the bottom. Here is the missile. In it goes. So let's watch this cat and mouse game, because if this doesn't get him, there it is, he's got him.
Con, sonar, lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 0, 9.
That'll be a good
Contact
one,
ready.
that one. Here's the coffee. Oh. Right, now back to this Sierra 2, which isn't a Sierra, Reclassifying. It's not a bloody humpback whale either. Da-dee-dee-dee. Coming up on it. Yep, classifying it as a
Con,
whiskey.
sonar, Sierra 2 is classified as submerged submarine.
He is okay, fine, at my level.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
Interesting. So far, I've not had anybody shoot a torpedo at me. I can see I'm there. That's where I am in the distance. Oh, solution is coming up on that. Let's go back to me. He is directly off my bow, but the case is where? That was the excellent opportunity to, because I've not really sort of used the Sea Lance that much. Basically only just put the mod on yesterday. So, no, today. So this, no, it was yesterday evening. So this is really my first sort of successful play with it, and that was the first successful kill with I think with the Sea Lance. But that worked out all right. Worked out more than all right, actually. So bonkers, do you if you got the game, or not? There's another game that is being worked on, Wolf Pack, So I found about it on subsim.com. They're and this is a cooperative game for 4 people to run a German U-boat. And so there's 4 positions on the boat: the helmsman, the captain, fire control, the planesman, and the radio operator. And so the 4 of you have got to work together in order to achieve, and that looks to be great fun, to have 4 people working together on a game to drive the submarine. So much this, you're going to have 4 of you not sitting together. I mean, it would be a LAN party game, of course, but it would also be a lovely game to play. Certainly I'd play it with my son and his friends. That would be great. So I'm looking forward to when Wolfpack appears. Right, the solution is coming up on the whiskey. That's also in sort of shot for torpedo. So let's just follow that at the moment. So we're focusing on it, and all of a sudden it should appear on our screens if we look about there. When it appears, that's when the solution's good enough. We've got a good solution, but it's only 65%, but we've got all the details we need of it. Yeah, it's going viral, this game. They must. I picked up on it from Jingles, and I only played 2 games, and I thought, this is a game I got to buy, and I really liked it. And after he put his 3rd video up about it, I then bought it, and I thought, right, well, if he can stream it, so can I. And yeah, that's good. Let me just compress time a bit and get that solution up a bit more, because that whiskey's not paying any attention to me because he doesn't know where I am. Got him. Okay. There we are. 95. Okay, so we are going to do a sea lance, and we're going to fire that about there. He's doing 15 knots, so let's give him a little bit of space there. Fire tube 2.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 2.
So let's follow the torpedo. Here we go. Way off we go. Click. Reload tube 2. Right, I'm out of sea lance. This is the last one. Now the question is, have we got this right? So you see the thing breaks up, the rocket carries on. There we go. In goes, here we go, boof.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
There we are, there's our target. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Lock on. These things have been an absolute bloody nightmare when I've been learning this game.
Con, sonar, lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 108. Contact breaking up.
There you go. Right, so I think we probably find we've got no vessels nearby. And that's that one. Continue. Excellent, we did the job. Right, so we've kept we've used all our sea lances, but we've still got plenty of Mark 48s, which is the bread and butter of this ship. That's fine. Let's see. Was it 1 o'clock? I'll play one more round. And if you're liking it, don't forget. If you're enjoying the show, don't forget to not it's not subscribe. We don't do subscribe. What do we do? There's something or other on. What you do is you just follow the channel. Yeah, that would be great if you would. Right. Recent Soviet port activity indicates Wolfpack. Well, we're doing this one. Going to go from Murmansk and the Denmark Strait. Oh, this is easy. This is good. At least I know where we're going to go. Right. So, oh, and I'm going to have a go at some ships first. Close to 15,000 feet, 15,000 yards. No, we got 2 ships. Oh, we're at 5. Yeah, raise the ESM mast.
Raise the ESM mast.
Let's classify what we've got here. These will be patrol vessels, Karas, Rigas, or indeed an
Con sonar
Udaloy.
Master 1 is classified as escort. Con sonar Master 2 is classified as escort.
Right, okay. So these are at the moment at significant range. But they've got no idea I'm there. I haven't got a good enough solution on the map scope. Hang on, let me set my direction. Right, so the Udaloy is on 283 and 308. Upscope.
Upscope.
Night vision on. Horizon, nothing showing. Horizon looks clear. No visual contact on the targets. Oh, we've got a good solution. This is get rid of them with a couple of tomahawks, which is why we've got them. Downscope.
Downscope.
Ah, Udaloy is now a lot closer. This is a lot closer. This is why you wait for his towed array could be getting me. Right, so tube 3. Actually tube 2. Shoot.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 2.
Still a long range, you know, I mean that's a long way, so it'll take a while for this to prosecute. It was an easy missile shot, but with 2 of them, and they're both Udaloys, they're both carrying helicopters. I've left the ESM mast up just to try and improve the solution on that. because one will launch off that at this. So yeah, look, you see that. That one's got no idea where I am. This one, possibly, he's running a towed array. How this one knows. Okay, that one's M2's at 95%, M1's at 95%. Torpedo is active. So as soon as that acquires, I am launching a rocket. My surface conditions is get down to 300 feet as soon as I'm going to lower the ESM.
Lower the ESM mast.
Okay, ESM rig for dive. So I'm going to start my descent. Because I need to do that. Let's drop down to feet because I don't want to.
Passing 100 feet.
I don't want to go through the layer. Tube 2, just come left a bit more. I want you to get a much more head-on shot at him because he's got a turn away from the torpedo, so it's better to have a head-on shot. He's detected the torpedo. He's turning. Or is he? Yes, he is. Turn the torpedo right. Got him. Okay. Ready to fire the Tomahawk. Tomahawk fire now.
Con, torpedo room.
All ahead flank,
Ahead,
dive,
flank.
dive, dive.
Helm, aye.
Make
Con,
300
sonar,
feet.
Lost contact. Master 1. Last bearing 2. 8. 7. Contact breaking up.
Turn right.
Passing 200 feet. Passing 300 feet. Con, knuckle formed.
Right, so the terminology, knuckle. If you
Con, sonar, lost contact.
okay, we've
Master
just
2.
we've
Last
just
bearing 2.
taken that
6,
out with the
7.
Tomahawk,
Contact
which was
breaking up.
very, very good. So I won't have a helicopter. I've got a helicopter in the air, but he will be looking back at where I was. Or is he? No, he hasn't got a clue. Right. Okay. So the knuckle. When you're tonking along like this, and even at depth, 600 feet or so, if you go from
Con, torpedo room. Tube 2 ready.
if you go from one extreme of helm to the other, so go from full left helm, which is full left helm,
Con, knuckle formed.
or you go to full left helm from straight ahead, you form a knuckle.
Con, knuckle formed.
And if you do it the other way, you form this knuckle. Now, if you've got a torpedo chasing you, you get it so that it's coming up at your arse, and then you sling the helm over
Con,
one
knuckle
way.
formed.
So you form a knuckle, and that will send the torpedo one way or t'other, and hopefully it goes one way and you go the other, and at the same time you go up plane, and you try
Passing
to
300 feet.
go over the top of it, passing underneath you, and you keep climbing like absolute mad.
Passing 200 feet.
And see if you can get the thing to.
Ahead, standard, helm, aye. Ahead, 1/3, helm, aye.
You basically get the torpedo to divert, and you keep doing that until it explodes because it runs out of fuel. But there you go. Right, so that wasn't our. I bet you that wasn't our. Ulo and Krivek. No, that wasn't. You see, that wasn't our. We've got to go up here because remember it's Denmark Strait, so we need to. There's our target submarines. I want to be. So we're just going to patrol this bit here. Oh, some coming down the coast. There we are. There they go. West Germany's fallen. Yep. Engage them, that's these. Right, we're at 150, 10 knots. We're heading 343. Our bearing is 51, close to 1500 yards. Right, so we're at 51, we're on 343. So come left, sorry, come right to do that. Let's designate Sierra 1. What are our conditions? We're on the duct, okay. Right, so we know this is going to be an SSBN, because that's what we've been sent to intercept. And that's what we've got.
Sonar, Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
Right, and he is on the level, right, so no matter what, I am at 3.6, he's at 5.1, I'm going to fire.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 3.
Because he's likely to know I'm here. So I'm going up through the layer. Steady on. Okay. He's descending because he's almost certainly heard the launch transient. But I've got Scoopy where he is, so what I'm going. There we are. He's now put out his first
sonar,
ping.
Sierra 1 is cavitating.
He knows I'm here, alright. He is running hard. And I got him. So he was a lot closer than was put. So what is that torpedo doing? It is descending. Yeah, it's descending beneath me, as you can see. Let's give him something to get really worried about. Put the active sonar on. There you go. Drive it down further.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing.
Cheeky little shit. There we go. And in it goes.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 0, 4, 3. Contact breaking up.
Oh, Sierra 2 is perfectly done, but there's no automatic. One of the things with slow to
Ahead,
5.
1/3. Helm aye.
Come right, course 010. Tube 3, reload. Sierra 2 is yet to be. Judging by that, he will be on the deck. So let's descend below through the layer. Actually, let's come through to 110. Course 110. Descending through the layer now. Depth 150. Steady helm. Cease descent. Right. Okay. Yes, we got something like a better.
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
No. Gotcha.
Con sonar,
Ooh,
Sierra 2
this
is
isn't-
classified as submerged submarine.
Okay, it's ready. Tube 2. Tube 2. 5,000
Con,
yards.
torpedo room,
Fire.
firing tube 2.
5,000 yards before it goes active. Now he's pinged me. He knows where I am. He should be cavitating and heading off any second. He is on a similar level to me. Just yeah, he's off. He's going to run like he's going to run. His building speed 12 knots, 13 knots. Yeah, he's away. So there's a bit of a tail chase on this one. But the outcome is inevitable. Yep, now he's turning away, so as he turns away I'll be in his baffles and we'll see this figure increase to 50. Should do. Right, okay, so his course is changed slightly, so let's change the torpedo's heading so that it's available. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, damn this. So I'm just adjusting the video screen because it doesn't see. I haven't. That's it. That'll do. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, torpedoes active. Acquired the target. Having a look at things. Target is remaining this level. Let's go torpedo view. And there it is. And there's our target. Now you'll see the Russians just use the noisemakers. Now noisemakers are like forming a knuckle, except of course they bubble away happily for longer. And they will cause the torpedo to do the drive-by. So, but you can form knuckles a lot more than you can drop noisemakers. So, actually, just sitting there and playing with the torpedo and just going left, right, and playing with knuckles. You got to. It's quite
bearing
quite good.
1,
Right.
9.
So he's dropped a noisemaker and he's shot right, shot left, hoping I'd shoot right, which I have done. Yep. So this is a big fat one. We might need a second torpedo on this. It's not unheard of to need two for some of these boats. So he's formed a knuckle there. You can see the knuckle there, which caused my torpedo to deviate and do a drive-by. So now I'm going to swing right the way around him. It could well be that we end up with a wire brake. Right, so I'll turn the torpedo myself. Let's bring. Yeah, it's reacquired. And we'll put it onto active so that it paints the sub up. There it is. Now he's formed yet another knuckle, but we've ignored that. And he's turning into my torpedo course. Now, will I need more than one? No. Yes, I will. Yes, I need a second torpedo.
Con, torpedo room, firing tube 1.
Now, by the look of it, he's very, very steady. I thought he'd need two, given the size of this vessel. I don't want to shoot torpedoes unnecessarily. This is where a sea lance would have been handy, because you plop one in on him just to finish him off. But there you go. He could be going deep. he's going deep, right? So let's take tube 1, send it down, to look down.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
So I've shifted the torpedo's activation. Interesting. Why does it keep on shifting? See, my resolution is changing. He's brave going down to 1,000 feet, considering. No, as it'll go down. Look down. Look down, damn you. Just dive the torpedo to 1,000 feet. That'll do it. Go active. So it knows it's on its way. Speed up. Got him. See the dive down? He's going to be sat on the bottom, this one. Yeah, because he's flat on the bottom, I shouldn't have any trouble, but to strike, I don't think I've got to touch this one, because he can't release a noisemaker.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 1, 2, 2.
Oh, just get in there.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 1, 2, 3. Contact breaking up.
Right, that's a big sub. That is a very big sub. This is one of those cruise missiles launching subs. Oscar, right. So, that should be leave combat, yes. Good job, stand by for new orders. So we've done that. We've achieved the goal. There should be some news. So the transatlantic convoys are safe and so on. So that's it for me tonight. I think I'm going to leave it at that. Which, hang on a minute. Let's do something else. See if I can find what I'm looking for on here. Yes. Do it there. So let me just put this up for those who remember this. So thank you very much for watching the show tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it. And look forward to seeing you again. Don't forget to follow the channel, and you get a little notification, or whatever it is on YouTube. I think you subscribe, but there's no money involved or anything like this. I just play for fun. So I hope you found it entertaining, and especially that you might like to go and consider buying this game. It's a good game, well worth the £30. So good night. Thanks for coming in. Bye bye.